only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas offense takes the field for the first time today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got a little space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force a field goal.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Looking to get it in. Trying to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down fourth and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Got it set up on the outside. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Here's the return. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's the handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Second down, they'll go to the air. Hit as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Takes a hit as he fires.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. Now about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The jet sweep pass. Going for the goal line. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Reese. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Traore. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back. It's Shapen. That pass is incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Finds the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, he's gonna try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches? I can't get inches. I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness. And I like the way they went and got the first down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Scanning the field, it's Manning. He'll pull it down and run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
Working that left side now. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Caught in the backfield. It's Baxter. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw, it's Shapen. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Williams. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Mosley. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Caught close to the marker, it's Mosley. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off-play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Finds a tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. And as time runs out here in the second quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something.
Going over the top. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Off play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Shapen. Got the back over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Mississippi State going up tempo. Off the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick blade on his noggin.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Got it in the middle. It's McCutcheon.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You know what they need. You know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. There he goes. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Spins away from the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Got a man, it's Thompson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. To the air, it's Shapen. It's complete on the right side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Shapen. With the catch, it's Thompson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing fourth down.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.